The missing persons case of Noel Rodriguez-Alvarez. In late March, authorities in Everman, Texas, issued an Amber Alert for 6-year-old Noel Rodriguez-Alvarez, who hasn't been seen since November 2022. A lot's happened since then, so let's break it down. Noel Rodriguez-Alvarez has been officially missing since March 24, 2023, from Everman, Texas, but has not been seen since October of 2022. Noel was born on February 2nd, 2017. He is only 6 years old. He is Hispanic with black hair and brown eyes. He is 4 foot tall and weighs 40 pounds. We know that in October 2022, Noel was at the birth of his twin siblings. About a week later, witnesses say they saw Noel, and he was described as unhealthy and malnourished. This is the last time that police can confirm Noel is alive. Later that month, Cindy Rodriguez-Singh did not take Noel, who is diagnosed with speech delay, estropia in both eyes, chronic lung disease, and several other diagnosed illnesses, to his Department of Health scheduled medical appointments. Police later learned he hadn't been seen by a medical professional for an appointment since July of 2022. During the month of November, Noel's mother went to get passport photos for 6 of her children, but not Noel. She then applied for the passports for everyone in her family besides Noel. A few days later, she researched the cost of a trip to India. Noel's mother, Cindy Rodriguez-Singh, and her husband, Arshdeep Singh, are wanted by cops in relation to the little boy's disappearance. And in a recent update, Everman Police suggest the couple planned to cover up what happened to the child and orchestrated their escape to India. Police Chief Craig Spencer said that data analysis have revealed that Noel went missing roughly a week after his mother gave birth to twins in the last week of October. Noel's mother allegedly said that her son was evil, possessed, and had a demon inside him. Police believe she had it in her mind that Noel would harm the new twins. On March 20th, 2023, Everman Police were contacted by Texas Child Protective Investigations, CPI, about Noel. According to Everman Police Chief Craig Spencer, CPI was told that many family members said they hadn't seen the 6-year-old since November 2022. They requested officers conduct a welfare check at the boy's home. The chief said police arrived to the home where the mother told them that Noel had been with his biological father in Mexico since November. Everman Police then relayed the information to CPI. The following day, Cindy's husband, Arshdeep Singh, threw away a carpet, later believed to have human remains on it at one time. The day after that, Arshdeep Singh stole $10,000 from his job. Investigators looked into the couple's bank records and found a perplexing cash deposit made right before the international flight. Police now believe that Singh stole money from the convenience store company he worked for to fund their travel and relocation. Investigators learned Arshdeep first fraudulently altered the company's cash deposit records, likely in order to prevent detection, and then removed over $10,000 in cash from the company's safe. Police used surveillance footage to identify Singh depositing the money into his account. Hours later, Cindy Rodriguez-Singh and Arshdeep Singh took 6 children, not including Noel, and flew from DFW Airport to Istanbul, Turkey. They continued on to India, Singh's home country. CPI contacted Everman Police again on March 23rd, and investigators said they spoke to more family members who were concerned about Noel's well-being. According to Spencer, CPI also found the boy's father in Mexico. He told the agency that he did not have Noel. He further told authorities that he never got to meet his son since he was deported before Noel was born. Spencer said records from Homeland Security supported the father's statements. In addition to that, a CPI investigator tried to reach Noel's siblings at their school. Spencer said the children were absent when authorities tried to reach them, and that CPI then learned
that their mother had contacted the school to inquire about unenrolling them. CPI then tried to reach Rodriguez-Singh, but were unable to do so.
Spencer said there had been prior CPS investigations and actions against the mother, and said that she did have an extensive criminal history. A warrant was issued for her arrest.
Cantario Rodriguez, Cindy's brother, tells investigators Cindy told her mother that she sold Noel to a woman at a Fiesta Mart.
He also tells them that Cindy withheld water from the boy because she didn't want to clean up his mess, and he had also seen him being beaten with keys hanging from a lanyard.
Police then went to talk to Charles Parsons, who owns the property where Noel, Cindy, and Arshdeep lived in a shed. He says he hasn't seen Noel since Thanksgiving. He claims Cindy also told him that Noel was living with his biological father in Mexico. On March 26th, the Amber Alert was discontinued, and Noel's case was reissued as an endangered missing person alert through Texas DPS. The next day, police said they were conducting a secondary search at the home where the family lives.
While police said they have no evidence that the boy is dead, they used cadaver dogs in the search of the residence.
3 days later, Everman Police searched the landlord's property where the family lived. The search included using sonar technology on a new concrete patio after a tip was called in to the Everman Police Department, alerting them that Noel's body may be there.
The cement for the patio was partially dug up in the search. Investigators found nothing at the time to indicate Noel's body was underneath the patio.
A week later, a warrant obtained by WFAA says Rodriguez-Singh's brother told investigators that Cindy told their mother that she sold Noel to an unknown female at a Fiesta Mart. Everman Police told WFAA that there has been no evidence found that the child was sold.
On April 6th, Everman Police Chief Spencer said that Noel is no longer considered an endangered missing person, and that investigators have determined that he is likely deceased.
Everman Police said while investigators were searching the backyard of the property where the family once lived, cadaver dogs alerted to certain topsoil areas. Their focus on the backyard came from an earlier find in the investigation, when they learned about a carpet that Noel's stepfather had thrown out the day before the family flew out of the country.
With assistance from Texar, multiple human detection canines alerted officials to a carpet found in a nearby dumpster where the family lived.
According to officials, that carpet once lined the floor of a makeshift storage shed where a patio in the backyard now sits. Police said Noel's mother paid for the concrete to be laid and for a patio to be built where the storage shed once stood in early March 2023.
That led investigators to secure a search warrant for crews to remove the concrete patio. After the patio was removed, the detection canines again alerted officials, this time to the topsoil underneath the concrete.
Spencer told WFAA that investigators obtained new data that have allowed them to identify additional people Noel's mother and stepfather had communicated with before they flew out of the country. Investigators were interviewing those individuals. Spencer said searches for Noel's body would happen again later in the week, and likely through the weekend. Searches were supposed to happen the weekend prior, April 15th and 16th, but investigators held off in order to gather more data and pinpoint specific search locations.
The search for Noel continues. Everman Police and crews conducted ground and drone searches in 2 different areas.
Everman Police said the 2 areas they were searching were about 215 acres of land, just north of Bluebell Drive in Everman, as well as a section of land south of Shelby Road, near Village Creek. There were additional small search areas that smaller teams of investigators were also looking into, but they did not disclose those locations.
Everman Police said that Noel's stepfather, Arshdeep Singh, used his credit card back in March to buy plane tickets less than 24 hours before he and the rest of Noel's family boarded a flight to India.
Police said Singh altered his company's cash deposit records and removed $10,000 in cash before depositing $8,000 of that into his own account. Singh reportedly worked for convenience stores and police have surveillance video of him depositing the money into the bank. Singh now faces felony theft charges.
Authorities also indicate there are no updates regarding the effort to track down Cindy and Arshdeep Singh in India. For now, the mission remains to find the missing child, dead or alive. Y'all tell me in the comments below what y'all think about this case. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Here's last week's video to check out in case you missed it, and here's a playlist of all my videos. Love you guys. Stay safe.